Hello. Okay, so this is part 3 of how to create a house in Revit. So this part I'm gonna go over on how to put some windows into your house. Um, so in order to create some windows, it is quite easy as well. You can do the same steps as doing a door. So I will go over to window and then I'll click the drop down and find the type of windows I need, and then um, just click it and put it in. So I like this double hung right here. I'll click this one and I will edit type and I will change it into a different size. So duplicate, I will this one probably let's see what's a good size for a window. So I'll put this one 5 foot by 4 foot, so 5 foot wide, 4 foot height. Hit OK. Hit OK. Oh, I forgot to change the width. So the width should be 5 foot. The height should be 4 foot. Hit OK. And then I'm gonna hover over to this one, find the midpoint. Hit OK. Not hit OK, but just click. I want to hit escape. Go to 3D to check out what it's like. So yes, this is what the door is gonna look like. Not the door, but the window. I don't want that window right there to be a double hung. I want it to be a casement. So I'll go to ground floor. I'll delete this window and I will put another one in. So I like this casement right here. I'm going to choose this one. Edit type. Duplicate. 5 foot is a little bit small. I'll go 5'6" by 4 foot. Hit OK. And then width, I'm going to change it 5'6". Height 4 foot. Hit OK. I'm going to hover over to this one, find a midpoint, click. Okay, and I'm going to put another window right here. And then probably another window right here, but this is way too big. We don't need that big of a window right there. So I will probably go double hung. I'll go edit type, duplicate. I'll go with 3 foot by 4 foot. 3 foot by 4 foot. Okay. Hover over to this side, find a midpoint, click. And then I'll make another window right here as well. Click. This side is a little bit too big. I'll edit type, duplicate, and I'll name this one probably 2'6" by 4 foot, and change the width 2'6" by 4 foot, and one right here, and one right here. And then what else? Where else can we put our window? Oh, and I'll hit escape 2 times. I'll click this window here. I'll type CS, stands for create similar, or you can click this one. You can click this one for create similar, so it will create like the similar type of windows. And I'll find this point here. This space I might not need that big of a window, so I'll edit type, duplicate it, and I'll change it to 4 foot by 4 foot. Change the width as well as changing the name. So I'm finding the middle, click, and probably this side as well. I'm gonna make one. Let's go with the 5'6" right here. And then I will put a double hung window right here. Probably 3 foot by 4 foot is good enough. Let's go 5 foot by 4 foot. Why not? Actually, I will edit type, duplicate it. This one I want it a little bit shorter. So 3'6". by 3'6". Width 3'6". Height 3'6". Hit OK, and I'll place it right here. I'll hit escape 2 times, and I'll go to 3D to check out, so you can see that all our windows is there. So here, some people might ask me, okay, how can I want to put this window like closer to the ground. How do I do that? So you can click it, and you can see the sill height right here. You can change it. So the default sill height is 3 foot. You can always change that, but I'm gonna keep it 3 foot for now. I'm gonna go to the ground floor, and this space right here, there is also a window there, but instead of creating window like this, I'm gonna create a curtain wall right here. So a curtain wall, you guys can go on the internet and look at it. It's like a glass wall. This is a curtain wall right here. So it is a glass wall. So in commercial building, you guys will see curtain walls a lot, but in residential building, there is less curtain walls. But in this case, I think residentially speaking, it's okay to put a little bit of curtain wall at the back. It's always okay to put curtain walls anywhere, but yeah, I will put a little bit of curtain wall at the back door, backyard right there whatsoever. So I will go wall, and I'm gonna click this one. I'm gonna find curtain wall right here, and I'm gonna change the constraint. So base constraint ground floor, base offset 0, top constraint I'm gonna go with unconnected, and unconnected height I'll type 7 foot. I'll move my mouse to the right. I'll find the midpoint of the wall, or I can find the midpoint of the stud right here. I will start from here, goes all the way to here. So we have a big opening at the back, so it will go about 15 foot 6 inches. Click, and the warning, it says highlighted walls overlap. One of them may be ignored when Revit finds room boundaries. Use cut geometry to embed one wall with the other. So I'm gonna hit escape. I'm gonna have to cut this wood siding wall so we can see this curtain wall. So I'm gonna go to modify. I'm using this cut geometry, and I'm gonna click this wall, and I'm gonna click this curtain wall, and I'm gonna hit escape 2 times. And when you go 3D, you can see that curtain wall right there. But as you guys can see, these curtain walls have the mullions right here. Maybe vertical mullion, horizontal mullion, whatsoever. But in our case, because our curtain wall is very low, maybe around here, it's not as high, so we won't need these like middle horizontal mullion. We might need these down here, you know. So I'm gonna add some mullions into our curtain walls, so I can do that on 3D. I'll spin around, and then I'll zoom in this curtain wall right here. I'll go to architecture, and I'll find curtain grid, and I'll hover over the middle of the curtain wall. So it says here 7'9", 7'9", both side. I'm gonna click 1 time, and we're gonna find the next midpoint. So 3'10.5", 3'10.5". I'll click 1 more time, and I'll hover this side, and it should be 3'10.5" as well. I'll click 1 more time. You guys can also add another one of the vertical mullion, I mean horizontal mullion, but I don't want to do that, so I'm gonna hit escape for now. So we already added the curtain grid. Now we're gonna add the mullion. So you guys can click mullion. You guys can add it one by one like this, but I'll hit Control Z, and I'll add all grid line. and I'll hit escape 2 times. As you guys can see, that these curtain walls are right there. They look very similar to these sliding doors, but they're just curtain walls. It's just glass. Nice. And that is it. I believe we have finished creating all the doors and windows for ground floor. We can always add them later after we place our furniture, after we place our things. We can see that some place need more doors, some place need more windows. We can add them all in later. And I'll check that in the 3D one more time. And I think we can proceed to the second floor. So second floor right here. Okay. I think now we can add windows for our second floor. So I'll go to the second floor plan. We're already in it. I'll go window again, and I'll add maybe one right here, right at the midpoint. Click, and I'll find the one that matches this one. I believe it was casement 5'6" by 4 foot, and click, and then I will find any other windows that we can add. Probably one right here, and probably one right here, maybe one right here. And is there any other rooms that needs a window? Maybe one right here, and maybe let's see, okay, I'm gonna go window double hung, and I'm gonna choose a 2'6" by 4 foot. I'm gonna click both of them right there. And I forgot to add a door here because this will be a balcony above the garage later, so I have to put like a door right here. So I'll go to door, load family. I want to have this exterior double glass opening. I'm gonna click open, and I'm gonna find all the one with 7 foot. So let's go with 72 by 84. It's a little bit too big. I can always go with 68 by 84, which is more manageable. Escape 2 times. And if we look at the 3D, our building is gonna look like this, which is very nice in my liking. I'll go to the second floor and I'll check one more time. And yeah, I quite like it. The only thing that I might change is that I might align these walls. So I'll align the faces of these walls so they go in a straight line. So in the future it'd be easier for us. So when aligning, you guys can type AL on your keyboard, stands for align. AL. A is for apple, L is for loser. So AL. You can choose the face that you want to be aligned to. So I want this wall to be aligned to this wall. So I choose the face that I want it to be aligned to. So choose the destination first. So choose this destination, and then choose the starting point. So, or the starting line or whatever. So it moves the whole thing there with us. And I hit escape 2 times. Now I have to change this window and move it a little bit so that it makes a little bit more sense. I can use the arrow key to move around. It doesn't have to be always precise. Yeah. So what do you do when you want it to be precise? Some people has OCD. So let's say I want it to be exactly in the middle, but when I click it, I can't find the midpoint. Like, what do you do? So you can delete this one and do it again. Another option, and click it, and then like CS or create similar to find like the midpoint like this. Another option is that this is the first option, yeah. So the other option is, let's say like you already put one right here and you want to drag it but you can't find it. So the other option is to go DI on your keyboard and then find the midpoint of the wall, midpoint of the window, and midpoint of this wall right here. And there's this EQ sign right here. I'm gonna click it and it's gonna be right in the middle for me. I'm gonna do the same thing for this door right here. EQ. Escape 2 times. Save. I'm gonna delete this. It says a dimension that has EQ constraint is being deleted, but the element will still be constrained. Push unconstrained to remove the constraint, or OK to leave the element constrained. So I'm gonna hit OK. So what I do is that if I move this wall right here, it will still be in the middle of these two walls. So it's constrained. I'm gonna hit Control Z. That is it. I think we finished adding all the windows we need. Yeah, that is pretty much it. Okay, I don't think we will need a basement, because if we need a basement, we will have to put some windows here as well, because there's a requirement for glazing at basement. But the floor for the ground floor is gonna take a foot, and our distance from ground floor to average grade is already 1'9", so I don't think we can put any windows around this area. So I don't think we're gonna need a basement for this house. I think we only need to make like a footing or something. So I'll click this one. The distance, I'll change it to be 4 foot. 4 foot. So this is how big the how far the foundation wall will go. Probably gonna do this, and then go to 3D. Yeah, we don't need to put any window in the basement because we decided not to have one. Okay, so that is it, I believe. I think we already put all the windows and doors in. I think the next step we will put maybe a staircase, maybe some floors, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned for the next episode.